Yeah, welcome to another episode of Edtv, man. If you press play on this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video, and hit the notification bell. So today on Fox Sports Radio, commentator J Martin had this to say about LeBron's presence in the Lakers, with the Lakers and or the NBA. This is what he had to say.
Friday after we're done, and I'm sure Bernie will ask him about it, and he'll probably say similar things like this LeBron James thing. Dude is unfortunately going to go out in a really just a really negative way. Like this is one of those where it's just like, all right, now I'm ready for him to go ahead and retire. Like, I love watching him play basketball, but I'm just tired of this. And I feel like I represent the vast majority of the sports watching public, where it's just like, dude, just go away and live your life. Go start your production company, do all your podcasts, be passive aggressive about all the stars that came before you that you think you're better than, and all these other, like, we can't just enjoy you for the basketball player that you are because you won't allow it anymore. So I'd rather you not play basketball anymore. I'd rather you just go do something that I can avoid. Like, the league can't turn the page until you exit stage left. So at this point, I'm just waiting for that, because this is such a slap in the face in that organization that's bent over backwards to try and do everything that you want, firing multiple coaches, bringing in your old podcast coach, drafting your son, all these other kinds of things. You can't be there for Luka's extension because it's better for your brand for you not to be.
It's
because
not
now
better
we're
for
talking
his brand.
about.
I second this wholeheartedly, because LeBron reminds me of that old dude in the club that likes to still party with all the young kids and mingle and have special handshakes with all the young kids while they in there trying to enjoy their time with their girl. But at the end of the night, he's the only old dude outside parking lot pimping, still trying to holler at all the young girls, until one of them young boys roll up to him and tell him, bro, you need to go home before you come around and find out. That's that guy. That's who LeBron is. He has worn out his welcome in the league. You can't even go back to Cleveland. I guarantee he can't go back to Cleveland. It's a lot of ex-players that could go back to where they started at the end of their careers. But has LeBron really put in enough time to go put in enough have the Cavs really put enough respect on his name for him to be welcomed back, Dan Gilbert and them? I don't think so, because he left twice. He couldn't even go back to Cleveland if he wanted to. He can't go to Miami. It wouldn't even look right. It's looking awkward for him out there in LA because of the way he has carried this organization. All of the things that they have done for him, he has given nothing back but possibly one bubble ring and some individual accolades that he is proud of. That every time he hits one of those milestones, they lose the game. They're ready for this dude to go. That's why they didn't offer him an extension. This is your last year, bro. But let's say this. What if LeBron plays out this year and nobody else picks him up? The way that he might end up exiting the league will be very nasty, because he can't have his farewell tour this year. He still ain't even announced that he's retiring yet. He's still trying to stick around long enough to try to get Bryce in the league. Another son for him to embarrass in the league to talk about, which is continuously continuing to be selfish and thinking about his own self. But that's who this guy is. But you won't have a farewell tour. It won't be this year, because you feel as though you still got more in the tank. Yes, you probably do got more in the tank, but it's time to call game on your career, bruh. You yourself said, I have nothing else to accomplish. So what are you still playing for? There will be no more championships put on your fingers. What other records can you possibly want to break? You got the all-time scoring lead. Okay, cool for you. I've never seen them combine playoff points and regular season points before. Never seen that, but that's another topic for another day. But for you to still just be hanging around for what? Go find you something else to do, man. You've accomplished everything that you could and can. Know that you could accomplish. There's nothing else for you to do. There's no more championships. The league is going to get younger and younger and younger. And you're going to be the oldest person in the league. You was already in the league when these kids were in elementary school. What is wrong with you? But you're thinking about yourself once again. That's why the Lakers don't want you back. They damn near don't want, I know they damn for sure don't want you back in Miami, and they damn sure don't want you back in Cleveland to destroy that team that made it, that was the number 1 seed last year. You're not welcome back to Cleveland. It's looking nasty for you. If you go join another team, that's not going to be your team. You're going to be the 3rd or 4th option, depending on what team it is. And then had the audacity not to go support Luka. You FaceTimed him. And then you had your son go with you to the point where he's not even there. He got more time ahead of him than you do in the league. Your son, you should have made him go. Go ahead, son, just catch up with me. We'll go play golf some other time. No, but you had your son on the golf cart with you while y'all riding around playing golf. Why? Something else that you're doing to his career. He should have been there. He signed that contract for 4 years with the Lakers. Why wasn't he there, Bron? Why? Because you were thinking about yourself once again. That's where all this narcissistic talk is coming from. You shouldn't have had to call him. You, like I said, you had no intentions on passing them keys to Anthony Davis. You didn't. You still haven't passed the keys to Luka Doncic. The Lakers organization had to take them from you and give them to Luka. So when people keep saying, oh, he's going to pass the keys, he had no intentions of doing so. He had no intentions. That's why he's acting like this right now with Luka and the Lakers. But people ain't going to see that. People going, oh, you're just hating. He's still scoring 24, 8, and 8. So what? But he's slowing down the rest of his teammates, though. Where AR going to get his shots? Rui's not trash. Rui's not trash at all. DFS, he's hit or miss. He's gone now. But they got some good players on that team. Austin Reeves is actually a half-decent player alongside Luka, with them two to take majority of the shots. Better shooters. I mean, he's a flop king, but he can hit his free throws, unlike said individual. Same thing with Luka. He can shake it up, step back, get his threes, get to the paint, get his buckets, get his free throws. I mean, damn. That's enough. You got Rui that can score too. But it's time for him to go do something else. You won't let us enjoy the legacy that you have had, but you want to keep building on top of it, but you're building worse shit on top of what you already had. You should have retired after the bubble. That would have been a perfect time for you to gracefully bow out. But now you got 6 more years of shit on top of that last quote-unquote championship that you won. That's what we're going to remember you for. This is what you're doing now. This is what we're going to remember you for. How you were unceremoniously removed from the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what we're going to remember. And Luka had to step in your spot. They let Luka step in your spot. They gave your spot away. They don't want you on the Lakers no more. You 9 times out of 10, they're going to put your son, after you leave, they're going to put your son in a corner somewhere and say, sit there. This ain't your daddy's team no more. And JJ Redick, majority 9 times out of 10 is on his way out too. But we'll see. But he has no place to call home. No organization to call home. He's literally turned every organization he played on against him. They don't want him back nowhere. So he's going to have to ride this one out. Ain't nobody making no offers. Ain't nobody wanted to pick up that $52.6 million contract either. And he's not going to want to play for the vet minimum last year. So good luck finding another team to sign him. But I digress. But if you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video, and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it. It'd be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. And with that being said, good day.